The source for the term Bein HaMitzarim is the third pasuk of Megillat Eicha that we will read in Mir Tashem soon, if Chas v'Shalom the Beit Mikdash is not rebuilt. The phrase that appears in the pasuk is Kol Rodefeha Hisiguha Bein HaMitzarim. All of those pursuing Yerushalayim caught up with her, Bein HaMitzarim. What does Bein HaMitzarim mean? Rashi gives two explanations. The first, Al Derech HaPshat, is that it refers to the narrow area at the end of a field, the border of a field. And the source for this we find, of course, in Parshat Balak, read recently, where it says that the Malach stood b'makom tsar asher ein derech lintot yaminu smal. The Malach blocked Bilam's path so that he could not get by on the right and not on the left. Rashi then quotes the Medrash Agada, who explains that Bein HaMitzarim refers to the 3-week period between Shiva Asar B'Tammuz and Tisha B'Av. It's the period when we feel blocked in by the siege, by these two events closing us in from before and afterwards. I think the deeper significance of this we see through a pasuk in the first parak of Sefer Yirmiyah, where Hashem says to Yirmiyah, "Tell me, what do you see?" And he says, I see a makel shaked. I see an almond stick. And the question is what the significance of that is. And Hashem says, you've seen well. Ki shoked ani al dvari la'asoto. I am sitting on my words to fulfill them very quickly, like the shkediyah, the almond branch, sprouts very quickly. And Rashi there tells us that it takes 21 days only for it to sprout into fruit. So too, these 21 days from the siege or the breaking of the wall till the destruction of the Beit Mikdash, it happened so quickly. The spark from this, I think we get 30 prakim later in Yirmiyahu Perek Lamed Aleph, where Hashem says, "V'haya kasher shakadati alehem." Just like I was quick and sat on top of it, lintosh, v'lintos, v'la'aros u'la'avidu lehara. Just like I was quick to bring destruction, kein eshkod alehem livnot v'linto anu Hashem. So I'll be quick to rebuild and replant the Jewish people. And the Medrash Rabbah tells us this means that God brings us back to Israel very quickly as well. And thank God we're living in a time period where we are experiencing this quick return. Or as the language of the Rambam reads, that when the Jewish people show themselves as worthy to be returned to Eretz Yisrael, miyad hein nigalim. These 3 weeks are a time for us to reflect on the Jewish people being hemmed in as we have felt in the past year, both through COVID and through external enemies, and how quickly things can deteriorate, and learn from that how quickly the redemption can come, as we learn in Yirmiyahu Perek Lamed Aleph, Kain eshkod al dvari, to rebuild, livnot v'lintoa. May this be the last year of fasting and avelut, and may we be zocheh to celebrate together the rebuilding of the Beit Mikdash in Yerushalayim.